Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is now leading the NBA in 30-plus point games this season, passing fellow MVP candidate Giannis Antetokounmpo with his 20th such outing of the 2024-25 season. Only 4 guards in NBA history have ever averaged 30-plus points per game over a 15-game winning streak: SGA in 2025, MJ in 1996, Steph in 2016, and Harden in 2018, according to StatMamba. The latter 3 of those players each won MVP, yet Gilgeous-Alexander isn't even first on the MVP ladder this season. That'd be Joker Nikola Jokic. But what Shai's doing this season is undeniably special, as we're looking at the best two-way pure shot creator the game of basketball has seen in a very long time. The Torontonian assassin is the best player on one of, if not the very best team in the NBA, as SGA is the NBA's 3rd leading scorer as of this recording. We're about to look at how Shai and OKC weren't messing around against the world champs. Right quick, over 80% of you watching right now are not subscribed, so if you're in that percentage, please subscribe. Splash thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm and follow at DflowHoops on Instagram and Twitter for a follow back. Appreciate your support tremendously. Back to the content. In a mid-season battle between the reigning champion Boston Celtics and the team with the best record in the West by far in the Oklahoma City Thunder, OKC used a monster second half to storm back and make a double-digit comeback for the 4th straight game to win their 15th straight. With how good OKC is, they could ease into games and have the confidence that they're still going to get the job done. The fact they've gotten down by that much in so many games consecutively is a product of teams trying to end their win streak. Scarily displaying how much more dominant the Thunder can be, their win against the now 26-10 defending champs was without Chet Holmgren, Alex Caruso, and AJ Mitchell. Holmgren, the team's second option before going down, has missed the entirety of the winning streak. The Thunder were still able to hold the team with the NBA's second-best offensive rating to just 8 field goals made in the second half, equating to just 27 points, the fewest Boston scored in a half since 2012, according to SportsCenter. In the matchup, Shai had more points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, field goals made, 3-pointers made, a higher plus-minus, yet less free throw attempts than fellow MVP candidate Jason Tatum. This included SGA chasing down a Tatum layup attempt in a crucial moment before lobbing to Isaiah Hartenstein.
5 on 4, Hartenstein!
Well, I guess then I'd ask, where do you think you stand, like, league-wide?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at basketball.
Seemingly referencing his outplaying of Jason, Shai would post on Instagram with a typically cryptically confident caption of, "Scratching things off my bucket list, I can't go back and forth with someone who is bucketless." OKC owns the NBA's best defensive rating by far. The gap in defensive rating between the number 1 ranked Thunder and the number 2 ranked Orlando Magic is a bigger gap between the 2nd ranked Magic and the 7th ranked Cleveland Cavaliers. How the Thunder are both coming back in games and locking down teams defensively, in addition to Shai, comes down to this team's role players, specifically as of late Aaron Wiggins and Lu Dort, who we'll get to. You also have to give credit to Jalen Williams though, who stepped up into the number 2 option role without Holmgren, and you could see J Dub taking this role and running with it even when Chet gets back. In his 3rd season out of Santa Clara, Jalen's posting a career-high 20.6 points, while albeit seeing a slight dip in his efficiency from his sophomore campaign. Against the Knicks, it was Aaron Wiggins stepping up in the 4th quarter, scoring 19 points on 4 for 4 shooting from deep range in the final frame alone. Wiggins showed off his ability to come through under pressure in a spot where OKC needed him to step up. He's not the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or even the 5th player you would think of for this Thunder team, but with how talented of a wing he is in terms of his ability to hit shots spotted up, on the move, and on the interior, while defending 3 positions on the other end at a high level, Aaron's one of the major reasons defining why this Thunder team is as stacked as it is. His 106.0 defensive rating equates to what would be the 6th best mark among shooting guards, tied with teammate Lu Dort. Speaking of whom, against the Celtics, it was defensive specialist Luguentz Dort single-handedly sealing a Thunder win by hitting 3 consecutive 3-pointers. Don't forget, nothing scares Dort, as back in the bubble, he became one of 3 players ever under the age of 21 to record 25-plus points in a Game 7 of all time, joining just LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. Filling in admirably for Chet after recovering from injury himself, Isaiah Hartenstein's played 20 games for the Thunder this season, and he's won 19 of them, as the former New York Knicks proven to be worth the 3-year, $87 million contract he was signed to by OKC's front office. Shai may make headlines for being an incredibly confident player, who some will unfortunately view as cocky, but the clips you don't see are the ones like these, which showcase SGA's outlook on the bigger picture.
It's not that significant in the grand scheme of things. It's one game. Now, we got better tonight, and that's what we're after every day. So it's significant in that way, but it doesn't hold any weight. The game's over. We'll learn our lessons. What we did good tonight, we'll continue to do good. What we did bad tonight, we'll try to erase it off the board and get better at it and keep it pushing.
Additionally, while it's an upbeat bunch with an endless amount of enthusiasm, which in my opinion should be embraced more than it has been, at the same time, there's Coach Mark Daigneault, whose humble outlook sets the tone. Let's just listen to how this man talks about his team and the competition.
How are you supposed to know when your experiences are enough?
I don't think in competition you never reach that, like you never reach a fully formed version of yourself. Boston, when I say they're fully actualized, I just was referring to the amount of experience they have, and specifically together. That core has been together for a long time. They've been through a lot of ups and downs. They've got a ton of experiences together, but their journey's not over. I mean, they're still having competitive challenges as they move forward, and so competition is a never-ending, cycle, and you never reach any destination in it. And so we're just trying to use all of our experiences together to become a more consistent, more actualized version of ourselves, like I said. And I said that about Boston last night out of admiration. I have great admiration for them. I have great admiration for Golden State, great admiration for the teams that have been able to do that in Denver. And competing against them is a great opportunity for a team like us that's striving towards that.
The personality balance between this team's coaching and personnel is championship caliber. Players are ruthlessly confident in their abilities, while the coaches, led by Daigneault, are realistic about the competition. This arrangement's created harmony for OKC so far this season. This was your boy DFlow, and I'll see you next video.